Hi, good morning. Very good morning to the audience that's dropping my Jenny's Wong page. I'm Jenny's Wong. It's very early over in Singapore. It's 7 a.m. now, and it's my honor to have Zulneb with me. Zulneb is actually the other way around. I think it's about, is it 7 p.m.?
It's 6 p.m. in Indiana, USA.
Yeah, it's my honor to have Zunit this time on my travel around the world with a digital business series. And let's have Zunit to do a quick introduction about herself to share with the audience.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Janice Wong, for inviting me to your business page. It's an honor for me to speak with you today, all the way in Singapore. Uh, so excited. And also, I am so thankful that you are very flexible with the time schedule that we have because, guys, originally our schedule is for 3 hours later, but now we are 3 hours early and fell into 7 a.m. in Singapore and 6 p.m. here because we also have our team meeting at 8 o'clock tonight. With my team, business partners also. So thank you so much for that, Janice. I would like to introduce myself. Good evening, you guys. My name is Zulneb Marie Rumke, and I am originally from the Philippines. I was born in the northern or northwestern part of the Philippines, where the Lingayen Gulf is, and on the other side of it is the South China Sea. And right now, I live in Indianapolis. I have lived here for 20 years, and Indianapolis is the capital city of Indiana, and it is actually the 12th largest city in the United States. I am a mother of four children, a wife, and actually, me and my husband, we have a blended family. He also has four children, and I have four, but I've only met like one of his children. But together, we don't have any kids, but we just celebrated our 3 years anniversary not too long ago in December. And I am also a full time healthcare traveling pharmacy technician. And at the same time, I am also the owner of www.zulnemarie.com, which in the future, I am going to be calling it a ZM Digital Business LLC, which I am working on that. Thank you.
So amazing to uh, hear from you, and a very big family you have.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. So there's a total of eight from the
From my
family.
husband, yes. But I only met one of his children. So that's one of his and four of mine. So yeah, that's all I know. It's one, the youngest one, Jasmine.
I see. So let's share with the audience, how did you get to know about this online business?
Oh yes, thank you. Definitely. So I am a person that doesn't really go on like Facebook or any media. When I created my Facebook account in 2009, I believe when I created it, I wasn't even posting there. I wasn't there like all the time. And then for some reason, that one day in my life, about a year ago, I was wanting to apply for another job, and because I was already working like a one full time job. This was like the very first time last a couple years ago that I was working only one job. I've always worked two jobs, three jobs, four jobs all at the same time. But then that year I was only working one job, but then something came up with my family back home in the Philippines, and I needed to help them financially. And I thought about like getting another side hustle, side job wherein I could be a caregiver for part time besides working in the pharmacy. And but in my mind, like I wasn't really sure about, taking away my time again, physically being in another place just to work. So then I was scrolling and I saw this. I thought it was just a post. Now that I'm in the business, I realized that it was an ad. There was this lady and a mom, and she was sitting on the like a table, with her two kids, and she was on her laptop while she was watching her kids. And on that ad, it was saying that, how she is enjoying her life, her time with her kids while earning online. So I could relate to her, like, oh Lord, I said, this is what I need. I've been looking for something that I could earn online, but then I don't have to be physically there. So I kind of like was thinking about it. Then finally, I signed up. It says that I need to put in my name and my full name and my email address, and I need to watch the webinar. So that's the start of that.
And you just follow the step by step.
Yes, actually, I did, and not right away. I tell you, Janice, I did not follow it right away. I kind of like slept on it. I waited, and then because in my mind, like, oh my gosh, do they just want my information? Is this a scam? Is this real? There's so many things going on online. I don't know whether I have to trust this or not. But then, I was like, I was messaging like people, because there's like people there like messaging, on that ad. So I was like asking questions and trying to figure out what's going on. And then I went like on Google and things like that. And then afterwards, I said I couldn't really get like a full answer to this unless I watch it. So I did. I signed up with my full name and my email address, and they sent me the email, the link to watch the webinar. And I did watch the webinar. I didn't just watch it one time. I watched it more than one time because I want to make sure. It's like, are they paying all these people just to like tell their stories? Like, because when you get to the very end, after like they tell you the overview of the business model, like in the very end, it'll like have like different people talking there, like how they were so happy, like they were able to get time freedom and earn online, and being happy with their children, with their spouse, with their family. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't think they paid these people just to talk like this. Like, so so I went on and did what I need to do, and here I am today. I am a very proud, very happy business owner on this online business.
Yes. So similarly, I also chanced upon this digital business opportunity. Actually, it was on somebody's else advertisement, so called. And at first I signed up, but I didn't took any action. So I signed up to the first person that I saw, but I didn't take any action. I didn't ask any question. I signed up, and we are supposed to watch the webinar, but I didn't do anything. So at that point of time, I was also looking for a change. I wanted to change the industry, as in I'm in the oil and gas industry, and how bad the economy of oil and gas industry has been for the past 2 years, especially when the pandemic has hit. And I didn't want another. Okay, so I wanted to change a job. I wanted to change uh, industry,
Industry. Mhm.
but I didn't want to forgo the pay that I was getting.
Yeah.
It was like you built so hard to reach that kind of level that it's so difficult to let go. Thinking about the journey that you have put in previously to reach where we are. Right, I've been working for 2 decades, and it's not easy. It's not
No.
easy to say, okay, I'm gonna just drop another 3K to start all over again, especially if we want to change into another new industry, right?
Right.
And yeah, so then I chanced upon a second uh, similar advertisement, and but then this time around I actually asked question, and then I checked, and it's the similar process, and they just tell you the same thing, because this is an automated system.
Mhm.
It the system or the structure of this business has been built in a way that when we become our own digital business, we have our own digital platform, we don't have to do the explanation because the system will help you. That is the reason why. And then I realized that, oh, okay, now I understand why they have been telling us you just watch the webinar and you have some insight of the business,
Mm-hmm.
right? The system is there to help us as the business owner to explain about the platform,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But then it is normal to be skeptical. It's normal to be, because that's just us human. We the trend of scammers going online. We just want to be extra careful, and we do understand because now that we are in the business, we are also seeing like how people want to get the change, want to know about the business. We have been there before. We were them.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we totally understand how they feel. They feel skeptical. They feel scared to try it. But until they really see that business overview on that webinar, then they will find out, it's something that they can do. It is something that is proven, it's legit, and it really works.
Yeah. So there goes my next question. Like, we did our due diligence, we went in, we took the next step. And what makes you want to join this digital business after we did all the checks and relevant necessary investigation, so called?
Yeah. To tell you the truth, Janice, the very first thing really that got me into it is the after we become action takers, and we after we do the next step, and we get invited to this exclusive community. Then I found out how the blessings that were coming in to each and every business owners. The truth is, the very first thing that really like got me into it is like all this the what do you call this, the blessings that they get. Okay, so I was like working for that. I mean, I in my mind, that is my inspiration. But later on, as I move on with the training, as I move on with the things that I need to do step by step according to the training of the business, that wasn't the most important thing. I was learning more about myself. I was learning more about, the things that I could do that I didn't realize before. And then as I move on and go further along with the business, I realized that even if in the very first time that I signed up for it, it was all about, myself, my family, my kids, my spouse. It's all about like me. But now I am realizing that no, it's actually more about, other moms that I see now. Because when I see other moms like with children and struggling to balance their life and their work, I was seeing myself in their shoes. I was like, "Oh Lord," I said, "I wish I knew this business when I was like them. When I was younger, when my kids were younger, I wish I knew this business." That's what my burden now. My burden now is to help this, especially the young mothers, because there is an answer to having freedom of your time. It's not just, it's not just a dream. It's not just things that they talk about. It really is happening. If people would just open up their eyes and give it a chance, they won't be in my shoes now. That when my kids are older, that's when I saw the business. But it's not too late, because there is still time for my grandchildren, and that is what I'm looking for, having a lot more time relationship, not just with my children now are older, but with my grandchildren, and also my mom. I really wanted to like help her out too. And so yeah.
Correct. Totally agree with you. So, like we shared earlier on, the moment we saw the advertisement, we had the intention to change for ourselves. But the moment we joined the business, we are inspired to change the lifestyle of other people who have not known about this platform and the
Hmm.
possibility of what this platform could bring.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's a total switch of mindset about like, I want to earn versus I want to help.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
it's totally how amazing that this platform has changed us in terms of our self development, and yeah, and I'm very happy that I'm 1 year into this business. And Zulneb, you are also 1 year, and I
Yes.
mean, if this is not a real business, we'll probably quit within 1 month.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and this community has been here for about 5 years, and we stepped in and we saw how amazing the community has been, helping. We have about 104,000 people
Yes.
now.
Yes. Yes. I wrote that down to 104,000. Yes. I wrote it down earlier. 104,000 members.
I remember when I joined the business, which is last year. I believe you are also December last year because we are almost a year. It
Hmm.
was only about 68, about there,
Yes.
68,000. So within a year, the community size actually doubled, uh, increased, almost doubled, right?
Yes.
And it's how amazing that you know so many people that are uh, eager to look for a change,
Yeah.
and this change is something that is not a norm, because to us a norm is a job title, like a doctor, a technician, an engineer,
Hmm.
accountant. that
Hmm.
that is normal,
Hmm.
right? And because how technology has changed, industry has changed, I think it's time for the audience to really look into what the possibility of leveraging this technology as a new norm.
That's true. That's absolutely true. And we were talking about how when we first started, it was like 66,000 or something like that members for our exclusive community. And now it had um, doubled or more than doubled, 104,000 members. And that only gets to show that a lot of people are needing change in their lives. And if if they would see that there is an answer to that need, they will find out that there is also an answer to their questions in life. you know I was yeah, they were all longing for change. And it was funny because I was just gonna share this, that I went and looked the meaning of change per Google, and it says that choose having a new growth experience. So that's basically what they were looking for. It's like an acronym, but that is absolutely true. And this is not. I look at it. This business, I look at it as a mango tree. So not a whole lot of people know about mango tree, but we are familiar with a mango tree. Like for me, this business is like a mango tree, like from the seed. When we plant that seed, that business, it doesn't just grow tomorrow and bear fruit. So for me, it's like I look at it. I look at this business as the seed of a mango tree, which I planted, and now it has grown to this big. It is like this big. So it is growing, and in due time, uh, I will see the mango fruits of this tree. But the good thing about it, once you're an online business owner, you're always going to be an online business owner. It's
Yeah,
not going to go away. It's like forever. How amazing is that?
because this is actually a business opportunity that you have it for a lifetime.
For a
I
lifetime.
mean, in the past, when I said I wanted a change, I thought like job change is a change, right? Then it's only in the recent years that I realized that actually in a cycle, a corporate cycle, I yes, I change in an environment, I change in a company culture, but something that I cannot escape is the politics that you see in almost any organization. You start afresh, you feel afresh, but 1 2 years down the road, you see all the competitors. Although you are working, why do I say it's competitors? Because everybody is aiming for that promotion.
Mm-hmm. At work in the corporation world, yeah. In the
Yeah,
corporate world, yeah.
and opportunities are not given to everyone in fair,
No,
right?
that's
If
true.
I'm not a person that I bootlick my supervisor, right? And I've witnessed how people, in order to achieve their goal to be promoted, how they, clean their boot and make it very shiny. So yeah, and if I'm not of that kind, I will not probably outshine, and I'll be on the disadvantage. Even though I work that extra hard in whatever career or job I'm doing, right?
That's true. Yeah,
Oh,
but in
actually,
this, yeah, I have water too.
my mom served
Yeah.
me a very huge cup of coconut because I'm going for my booster jab today.
Oh wow, coconut. That's lovely. That's delicious.
That's it's supposed to like cool your body before the jab.
Oh, okay. That's good. Good to know. Good to know.
Something, something that we learn and we share, just like
Yes.
our business, right?
Yes. That's true.
Yes.
Um, I was also gonna say that with this business, we can actually grow on our own pace. We don't compete with the other business owners or business partners that we have in the community. What we do is we compete with ourselves, and we with the training that are already in place that are video based. We learn what to do next, and we learn more of the tools that we need also, making us become a more developed business owner. Since like me, I have not done this before, and it's really like new to me. So I'm learning how to discipline myself on how to be a CEO of my own business. I'm learning what the tools I need, the insights, like if I'm running ads and things like that. I look at it, I check on it, with with our business partners. We also check on them. We help them, we support one another. We try to encourage one another. It's not the same as in the corporate world. There's so much competition, and some other people at work, you think they are good to you in front, but yet you don't know that a promotion that you were supposed to get, they were trying to get that. So it's kind of sad. It's a sad truth of being in the corporate world. But in this online business world that we have now, we don't compete with our business partners. We help one another. We try to encourage one another, and we only compete with the things that we could do. And actually, I'm learning more of like overcoming my fear of facing the camera, because in high school I'm really shy. I don't want to like face the camera and things like that, because I always like forget what I have to say. And then my eyes, I cannot focus my eyes on the camera, and I'm trying to teach my eyes to like focus, and this business had helped me improve and be better at things like that.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see who we have today with us. Hi, we have Leanne. Leanne is from Sydney, Australia. Wow, nice.
Wow, thank
And
you.
Leanne was saying, yeah, my journey started with sewing.
Sorry about that.
No problem. This is such a great business for mom like us. Yeah, indeed. And we have Esther. Esther is from Malaysia.
Wow.
Yeah.
We are
Mm,
worldwide.
great. Okay. Thanks, Leanne. Thanks. Okay. So now that I mean, we have been in the business for about a year.
Hmm.
So what changes have you seen in yourself after being an digital entrepreneur?
Thank you for asking that, Janice. So the very first thing really that like had I've seen myself the changes that I've seen from myself after I joined the business is the way I think. I am more like I am more positive now. Thinking about how when things don't go my way, I shouldn't quit right away, and this business has helped me become more patient, and also I've learned how to be able to conduct myself in front of business meetings, because I'm actually like we are like talking to a lot of different people around the world. And another thing is the relationship that's being built, the friendship built around the world. Like you, I have not met you before, and look at us. We're talking right here. We're chatting here online, and this is like a wonderful thing. Like the courage within myself um, had improved so much because of this business, and that's a big thing, the courage to face life, to face my fears.
Yeah, amazing. um, like I was sharing with one of the interviewer that she's from she's originally from Argentina, but she's residing in Canada now. So I was saying that before that, I mean, when we were checking about this business, right, and I mean, we saw how it was done on
Yeah.
people's page. Then my first question is, can I not show my face?
Oh, yeah. That was something that I would ask too.
Yeah, because that's not the ask before, right? I mean, when I have my Facebook, I'm a Facebook user, but I don't do go live. The most is like, I post what I do. It's all in picture form, and I'm willing to do that because I know the friends that will be seeing my post are just my friends and someone I know,
Hmm.
right? But then it's after joining this business, and in order to achieve our goals, and we want to help people that we don't know. And
Hmm.
if we are not showing our face, I mean, how are we going to gain that trust from them? They don't know
True.
us. And the amazing part of this business is we don't go around asking our friends, family. Uh, Firstly, we don't sell anything,
True.
right?
Yes.
And so there's nothing to promote to them, right? And it's all about whether you want a change, and having that change. This digital platform really helps you, or helps us that has joined this business to see that change, be it it's our self-development, be it it's the time or the financial part that you need, right?
That's
And
right.
I was sharing with Zulip that my kids are 8 and 11. So it's a very critical point that I want to be them. I want to be with them more time as possible because I have missed a lot of their milestone, and I didn't realize that because of a high paying salary that I was trying to grab, and because probably because of that high paying salary, I was being blinded, right? Because I didn't know of other options back then, and I wish that I had known this
Hmm.
earlier, and I could have saved that time that I could spend in the past. I there's possibility that I'm even working on my weekends, right? I was always on my phone replying corporate emails, like and that is the precious time that they need from me.
Yes. Yes,
And
because
yeah,
Because time is usually time lost, we cannot gain it back, but the money that we earn from our jobs, money can be earned, but the time is more important because just like my kids before when they were younger, that's when they would like we would be building memories together, building their values in life on, and also helping them out cope with different situations. And without us as mothers, they will not have that. They definitely need us beside them. They are the reason anyways why we're trying to work. But I mean, because of this online business, it is really giving us more time for our kids. And that is this wonderful system that we have.
Yeah, correct. Okay. Very nice to have Zulip with us. And what do you have to share with our audience, uh, to further inspire them?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. So I would like to share with our audience that it is not too late. If you are here today and you're watching or you're listening, maybe you're listening to the replays of this or you're here with us live, there is a reason why you're here. God is like telling you something that, there is something better for you, something better for your children. You just have to know what it is that you want more. You want more time with your family, or do you just want to be away from them? It's your own choice. But it's definitely something that is it's a legit business. We are here as testimonies that this business is real, and it is legit, and it is worldwide. And don't worry about your mentors, because coaches and mentors are here. We have a very wonderful community that is helping uh, each and every one of you. So, and you don't have to be a tech savvy. As long as you know how to scroll on your Facebook, you know how to use your phone, you know how to use your laptop, you know how to connect with Wi-Fi. I mean, don't have to be a tech savvy. I'm not a tech savvy person, so it's really pretty easy. The only big thing that is hindering is your your own action, your own self. What is it that you want in life? Take it to your God, take it to the Lord, take it in prayer, and find out what is it that you really want in your life.
Actually, there's one thing that I would like to share with our audience as well. Don't put the assumption. I mean, I have been doing this travel around series since December, and typically why I'm doing this because previous year before the travel restrictions, December is a month that I'll be traveling with my family, but I'm not doing that for the past 2 years. My passport is also expired. I'm not
Oh,
sure when I'm going to renew it. Probably when the situation is better for
right,
everybody
right.
involved. But don't make that assumption that p- today I'm interview a lady and you make the assumption that, oh, this is just a woman business.
No.
Today I'm interviewing a mom, and then the assumption of, oh, this is only for a wife. you know the business is for you, no
Everybody.
matter where or what's your status, what's your gender, what's your religion, your culture, right? And it is for you to really step in, because we have 30 let you have a feel if this business is meant for you, right? Assumptions are always wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Because I think in anything you do, when you make that assumptions and you don't find out the truth, right? You probably miss out more, because you know I mean, if I said that, there's wow, so much thing to see over at the other side, but if you just hear from me but you didn't really step in to see what's in there,
Yes.
you won't really know the truth.
Yes. And also put your time in good use. We always watch Netflix, we watch movies, we can sit down like 2 to 3 hours and watch a movie, and of course, we get different emotions. We're happy, and after the movie, then what? You know, give yourself at least less than 2 hours, 90 minutes. Watch this webinar. Watch this webinar from the beginning to the end. The overview, it tells you from the beginning, and then on the very end of it, it tells you some, well, not tells you, but the people that were there, the panelists, the business owners are there to tell their real stories of how they became successful. So learn from that. Give it a chance. Give it a chance, because if you don't give something a chance, then you won't find out. Just like one of my posts that, yeah, we are giving you the key. This chat is the key. Now you got the key. The door is your success. If you don't use that key to unlock that door and look on the other side, you won't know your success.
Yeah, correct. Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zudik,
Thank you,
for
Janice.
joining this and agreeing to join my travel around the
My
world.
pleasure. Thank you so much. I'm in Singapore.
I really hope that there's this opportunity for me to meet you in person.
Yes.
I really I'm looking forward to the day that I'll be traveling around the world to meet my business partner from all around the world.
Yes, I want to meet you in person too, Janice. I do. One of
Thank
these
you.
days. You're
Have a
welcome.
great team meeting that you have later. I know it's December, and then our business partners from globally are excitedly going to celebrate like the festivals that coming,
Yes.
and in advance, Merry Christmas to you and your family,
Thank you.
and I wish you success in your business as well.
Well, happy holidays to you too. Merry Christmas. And I also pray and wish for your success in your business, and be safe and healthy for all your family.
Thank you. Same to
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you to the audience who have been watching. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.